My name is Todd Sines, and I'm a director and musician living in New York. Over the last 11 years, I've been working in film and television, as well as fashion and advertising, working on a number of projects that range from film titles, visual effects, broadcast spots, trailers, fashion advertisements and films, as well as interactive installations and art projects. I began my craft in 1987 when I started my own zine, which was self-taught design and art direction. I used the skills I learned in high school to create my own projects from scratch and figure out how to make them by means of intuition. I began working in visual effects in '93 when I went to Ohio State and found that I had a hard time getting into the graduate level classes. So I ended up teaching myself over the course of the next couple of years, working on a job, doing commercials, until I decided to move to New York in 2003. And then I worked with Weinstein Company and Miramax and began doing a number of titles and VFX sequences. Working in my craft for about 25 years, starting a band '88, doing experimental punk rock and post-punk industrial music, and then gravitated over the last 20 years to do everything from electronica to house and techno. I consider myself a maker who likes to experiment with new technology and old. I bought my first synthesizer in '91 after trading it for a bass guitar. I think the first thing I did to it was drill some holes in order to modify it. Since then I've basically been trying to manipulate sound in a way that's certifiably mine, and so it doesn't sound like everybody else's work. I think the key to being an individual is finding your own way to put a mark on things that's different than, say, everyone else's. I think becoming a director is a natural progression for someone who's working in art and design. It is a way that allows everyone to participate and share a grand vision, and also take all my various interests from photography, design, art direction, and music and blend them into one cohesive package. There's a world that you can live within. I think films are a powerful communicating medium and in some ways can be more moving than just a book or the printed word. It seizes you subconsciously and consciously. As you take note of the details, you're digesting the subcontext. And I think that the right message can allow people to change their attitudes in life. And that's the work I want to make, something that will leave a lasting impression.